to mention the inspiration and marketing savvies go henceforth, forthwith, and destroy those dents with a lovely cup of tea on the tip of a lip. A dent. For those dent guys. Bravo, chaps.
Hey, hot socks. We're back again, and just in case anyone tuned into the last show with D3, where it is really, really organised and scripted and dead professional, and thought it was going to carry on that way, you're wrong. Welcome back to the train wreck. Welcome to those dent guys with me, Ben Ridley, off of Trident PDR.
And me, Martin Sadler from Dent Remover Limited.
There you go. We're back. Business as usual.
Hello.
What's going on today, mate? Who's with us?
The Ginger Bros.
That's right. If you didn't guess from the intro and all the social medias, we've got basically what I would call the equivalent of us from America. Out of all the professional podcasts out there, I don't think our shows are up there at all. However, we have got Mr. Brandon Schmitz and Andy Patrick off of the Ginger Brothers. So everybody jump in the comment section and say hello to the boys.
What's up, guys? What's up?
Good
Martin,
afternoon.
it's man, how did you swapped houses and everything from the back room back there?
What
It's
happened?
not the only thing I swapped either.
Yeah, guys, you got to keep tabs on your names because Martin will keep changing them throughout the show, and you don't notice until it's too late. So
Yeah, he's already changed
Nice.
ours. So.
yeah.
I wish I had a better one. I got.
I'm Andy Patrick
metal
here.
building.
Where's my...
Also, another warning for the show. While there's probably going to be little information about dents whatsoever, there has been plenty of sniping backstage, so just brace yourself.
Oh, yes.
It's been awesome.
Apparently, Martin didn't think that we have sarcasm here, so
That's right. So
we will dish it
Just-
out
I
just as
didn't
much
say
as you
that.
will.
When you're born red-headed, you got to have some sarcasm, or you will not make it. You just you get shot down.
So I'm the Ben Ridley of the U.S.
that's right. You're looking good, man. Looking good.
Oh shit, we got another one.
Damn it.
God.
Jesus Christ, you're
Martin,
outnumbered. Bring the
Not
ball.
bad.
Shave it.
Bring the ball jokes this week. I dare you. I've got my boys with me.
That's right. We're rolling deep.
You need to get yourself a hat, Ben, don't you?
I know. I need to get myself something, mate. Maybe a hair transplant or treat myself for Christmas or something. I don't know.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, I'll tell you what, while the boys are here, we may well have some guests on from America this time around. So why don't we jump in the comment section and see who's with us tonight? We have got... You want to click them up? Am I going to click them up?
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to.
Kevin
sorry.
Bird's about the only one I see, right?
No, there's quite a few people on. We've got Brandon
Well,
Schmitz on with us
yeah,
tonight.
Brandon Smith's
I
on.
won. Our first comment,
Cheater.
Corey Nichols.
There you go.
You didn't have nothing with that. Just Corey Nichols.
Hey,
Well,
Igor, how are you doing?
hello, mate.
What's up, Igor? We got to meet Igor at MTE for the first time in person. I was really glad I got to meet him. Great dude.
Great guy.
The
And
best.
a good conversation. Oh, yeah. His daughter was awesome, too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he took his daughter over with him. That's cool. Well, cool.
Yeah,
I think
they
they've just
got
had a
a
great
great
family move as well.
I heard they got to meet Bert and Ernie.
Bert and Ernie. Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Got Andy / Bob Bates.
Evening, buddy.
Slideshow
Steve
Bob.
Wood,
Evening.
East Side. How are you
Yep.
doing?
Yeah.
Let's go, Brandon. Somebody's already put it up there.
Nice.
What's
Got it. You've been cheered for a lot over the past 6 months.
Yes.
Bullens, how are you doing?
There's a new name I've not
Yeah,
seen. Welcome to the
the-
show.
Is the chap who made the pulling tower and even painted it the same colour.
Happy days. Happy days.
Oh, nice.
Welcome to the
It's-
show.
He
You'll
was
regret
better
it.
man. Well, if you do
Your
something
first and last show.
2 times, it's always second time's always best. Apparently, Dave doing soon. Glad
How
you
we
could
doing,
join
buddy?
us tonight, chap. Kevin Baird.
I don't
Brother.
know. I don't know her.
Graham Seaton.
Evening, mate.
What's up, Graham?
What's up, Graham?
Rob Nay. Good evening, Rob. How are you doing?
How we doing, Rob?
Graham Johnson. Hello. Kevin Baird.
Still don't know her.
I need to really, so don't I? Anthony, how are you doing?
Evening, boy.
God. Emmanuel John. Hello.
There's
How are you
another
doing?
name. Welcome.
You're doing the names too quick. I'm trying to keep up. Right, Nick, how are you doing? I clicked on one and it jumps to the other.
Spoke to Nick on the phone the other day. Thoroughly
so
nice
did I.
chap. Thoroughly nice chap.
Thoroughly nice chap indeed.
Yeah.
James Day, how are you doing?
Evening, boy.
James Bernard.
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Our
Three
brother.
ball guys and a fairy
ball
guy.
He's the number 4 bald guy.
Number 4.
We love James to death.
Sound.
Who
else we
got?
got? We got Mr.
Oh,
Hutchinson
people
with us tonight as well. Happy days. So the comedy's going to start rolling
Jason,
before
how
long.
you doing?
Evening, boy.
Johnny Dents.
Evening, Johnny.
That's about it.
Who
There
we
you
got?
go.
I think we've got Tom on as well. He does a lot of training and some good stuff. Spoke to him a few times. Good old boy.
Did you get that text,
All right,
Brandon?
Tom.
Yeah, I did.
Kevin
You got to
Bird.
tell us. You got to tell us now. This is like school. What's the
Well,
funny boys? Get to the front of the class and show everyone.
It's in a bunch of the text groups that we have. Kevin, we always do the your mama jokes. And so he just said, keep up with those her jokes and I'll be talking to your mamas. So, yeah.
Brutal.
Not too big
it
for a
gets rough.
smack bottom, you know.
Yeah.
Bill Ramsey's back on as well.
Hey, he's on his holidays as well.
Yeah. Easy.
Too early for surf if he's on. He'll be waiting
Well-
to go surfing, won't he?
He will be doing, yeah. All the way from Australia. Lovely. Right. Well, so you guys have got a lovely podcast over in the USA. Tell us all about it. Let's get that out there first of all so everyone can go follow you.
Go ahead,
You want me to
Brandon.
go ahead? You want me to go?
Yeah, you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So me and Andy really didn't give a crap about this stuff, and we were kind of forced into it and coaxed into doing this by Kevin Bird and Randy Hobson. And anyway, it's been a blast. So we came up with an idea, or they were actually throwing around the Ginger Bros, because gingers were both redheads where we were at some point in our life.
Yeah.
But
For the age
But,
of 18.
yeah. So anyway, so we decided to do something. We were trying to come up with a logo. Andy and his wife Amanda found an artist online, wanted to do a caricature of us. We just sent him pictures of our face. We were like, hey, can you put us in the pose from like the movie Step Brothers, where they're like, and then it came up with that back here. And we loved it. It was great. And then Amanda actually did the ring around it and the Ginger Bros and created the rest of the logo for us. And
Spot on.
Yeah, Amanda's
Good logo.
She's got an artistic talent. Like, thank God. Like, if you see my videos on social media and all my, she's taking care of all that. So she's
Well, I'll
definitely
tell
got
you what.
self-taught on all of it.
I'm going to touch on your social media a bit later on, but it's damn good. So fair play. I like your logo though because I think it sort of represents your show pretty well. Not like ours because we all went in there with trying to look all professional and stuff. But to be honest with you, I think it snares people in more, and then they just realise like, what the f am I watching?
yep.
There's not wrong with our background, is there? Oh no, it's our background.
It's just really good. It's just not representative of like how rubbish we are.
I don't know.
You
Martin's
need-
kind
you
of,
need
his
to-
face has kind of got that like, ooh, what are we up to?
Ben's got that serious look, and Martin's like, huh? What are we doing?
No, he said I had to send him a picture, and yeah, we were struggling. I just said, you can have that one. We'll change it another day. But yeah, it's stuck
maybe season 4 we'll have a rebrand or something. I don't know.
Well, we found that the person that made that character, I found him on Fiverr. Like, they have people drawing characters and stuff on the Fiverr app. So
yeah,
I love that app. You can find anything on there.
you can get loads on Fiverr. Yeah, for
It was
Fiverr.
only like $60 or whatever for him
Yeah.
to do it. So
We could have changed it around, but
Very
once he
cheap.
did it, we was like, no, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Well, your
you can
show's
get all
got...
your. Sorry, go on.
No. You first.
You first.
I'm going to get this the wrong way, aren't I?
We're not the only ones to do that.
It's like the Brady Bunch. Right?
Oh yeah.
Give me five.
Go on, Benjamin.
Okay, I remember what I was going to say now. I'm off to bed. Jesus. No, I was just going to say, you guys have got a bit of a different format to your show rather than just chops and dents. What is it you guys do with your show?
So we like to, everybody's got PDR shows where we got the tools. We have PDR tool time. I miss that podcast definitely, but we've got people talking about technical PDR. We wanted to learn about PDR technicians outside of the industry, so I feel like that helps everybody on a personal level. Like you find out that you got something in common with another technician, like that intertwines you a little bit closer. So we just thought that was a cool aspect of it, and so far it's been going great. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really cool to sort of learn about, you guys have had some of the best on the best like that. You had Bryce Kelly on the other week and to hear about all his stuff behind the scenes, and you had those Dent guys on there, which was probably one of the best shows you guys have ever done.
Best show ever.
Apart from the fact we were falling asleep on the desk, it's like...
Yep.
I'm hoping Martin's cat makes an appearance again. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we locked him out.
Both of y'all, where we at? Y'all were sick, so me and Ben had to carry the show.
That's right. Yeah, you guys were COVID-22 in or something.
Oh, I remember now. I was hanging one eye.
That's right.
Yeah, you lost like 10 pounds in that one show because you were sweating so much.
It's a true story.
What's that, 10 pounds? I think I put 20 on since then.
It happened.
But yeah, we wanted to with the show, with the getting to know the techs, we also wanted to get techs who, even if they've been out there a long time, ones that are lesser known, and that was kind of a goal. We've had some, of course, that are more well known, but we really wanted to get those lesser known techs on, really get people to get to know them, and us too. We wanted to get to know them better and just kind of, make them famous. That's all we wanted to do.
Make you famous.
Famous.
I think it's
similar
something
to what we was doing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think a lot of people really enjoy that, meeting new techs and hearing the backstories and how they got into the industries, and like you guys do as well. Going outside of Dents, because we all get so locked into 24/7 Dents, and I mean, we all went down to a mate of ours, Leon from Dragon's Dents. We were down at his 40th the other weekend, and literally all the Dent lads just
Dent.
It was just dent all night long. And then, you see wives and girlfriends and everyone else just sat there like, all right, lads.
Well, it's like going to MTE. It was my first MTE, but I don't think I really talked Dents with anybody. It was just really getting to just know people, meeting them face to face finally, and just getting to know them. That's how I'd rather be like that. Now, don't get me wrong, I love talking about Dents, but I'd rather get to know you on a personal basis there.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. It was my third MTE, so watching Brandon go for his first one and stuff was pretty fun to sit back and just watch him take it all in and shit. It was pretty cool.
It looked like a good one as well.
Oh, it was awesome.
Talking of your MTE, I think we probably need to have a little chat about that.
Unibrow.
I mean,
Ginger Bros go hard.
That is just horrendous.
I should have sent you our intro music.
Tell everybody what that's all about right there.
So they do it. And now I think this is the second time they've done the tag team Dental Olympics. And Kevin Bird's like, hey, there's an entertainment factor this year. This is the first year for entertainment factor. Go big or go home, right? So I was scrolling Facebook one night, and this meme came up. Some people dressed just like that. I sent it to Brandon. I was like, here we are right here. And at first he was like, no, we're not doing that. I'm like, come on, man, that's going to crush it.
Oh,
so yeah.
But because it was two bigger guys, and the way, I guess by the time they took the picture, it was late at night after several drinks. And I'm like, nah, we ain't doing that. But no, I'm glad. It was so much fun. and just the whole experience on that part of it, man. We had a blast.
I know Dave Shalott was in the comments a couple of shows ago, and he said you in full body paint was just the scariest sight going. He goes, because they ain't small boys, and seeing them dressed like that.
Yeah. Well, you know, like right after we got it on, we're up there still in the room and that, and I'm like, he's just a smiling, which really Ernie, that's what he does, you know. And Bert has this like, you know, straight line face, and just so I'm like, so I just started doing that, you know, with the makeup on like that in my eyes, and people were just loving it.
The only problem is now we don't know how to top that next year. Like that's kind of the sky's the limit. What do we do now?
Oh, Did you get any of the body paint all over the car?
The white Dodge Ram was yellow. The bedside.
How was it?
All yellow.
My dent was right in front of Bryce Kelly's, and he already went. So I'm like rubbing it all over his dent.
Just nudging it back in a little bit.
I was sweating like crazy. Andy wasn't sweating at all. Because I was sitting there just trying to fix that dent the best that I could in that short amount of time, and I'm sitting there pouring sweat. So I couldn't like wipe sweat off my face, because then I'd have
just
been
half blinded with yellow paint in your eye.
And
they still won.
So for anybody who don't know, you got a bedside dent that's sharp in that body line, and a roof rail dent, and you're tagging. You can't work at the same time. You got to tag back in, and you only get an hour to do it. So I went in knowing, I'm like, this ain't happening. Like, we got Bryce Kelly and John over here and shit. Like, I'm out. Like, I'm gonna have fun with it. I thought Brandon was on the same page until we started doing it. I'm seeing him over just. I'm like, all right, dude, like, have fun with that.
I kept hollering out. I'm like, Tom, what's the time? And he'd nonchalantly walk up to the front of the vehicle, look at the clock.
3 minutes in.
I was talking to the crowd. Everybody was wanting to talk in the crowd. I'm like, hey, oh yeah, we got dents to fix. Oops, my bad.
There's so many pictures and videos of me cranking on that thing, and Andy just out there just having fun,
doing shots with everyone, running around high-fiving.
I was the entertainment factor in that.
You see him streaking in the background.
It was so much fun, though. It was.
Fun. We had so many people wanting to get selfies with us afterwards and stuff. And we seen our pictures posted all over Facebook from everybody. It was awesome.
And funny. You know, and most of the teams, when they got dressed like in there, but like the Golden Girls got dressed in the stairwell or something back there, and then come in right on the back side of where the Dental Olympics were. We had to get ready in the room, which is like 400 yards away. And so I'm like, well, do we like put towels over us to like sneak down there? We were like, screw it. And the view, or the people looking at us and just going like, what the hell? We were walking through the courtyard and by the bars and everything else, and people were laughing, wanting to get pictures with us, and it was fun.
I was wondering when somebody was going to comment about the accents.
We said we were going to come over.
We were talking about the Scottish earlier, weren't we? Well, there you go. They can't understand you either.
This will be the last overseas tour we do.
You're always welcome. Always welcome. How did you get on anyway? How did you get on in the Dental Olympics? Did we know Bryce and that won, didn't they? I think they did.
Yeah. Bryce and John won, but we know we didn't get last. So, because TC Martindale broke paint, and so we know we didn't get last.
Cranking. Yeah, TC. I was in there, and TC was cranking on that bedside, and I was right behind him. I just seen his whole body do that shift when it slipped. I was like, that big of a split.
Were you just walking behind him and blew in his ear just to put him on?
Well, when they were working on it, there was another team on the other side of the truck working. So that the other team, and that that's kind of what made it slip. And
so we didn't get last, is all we're saying.
Yeah, I saw Bryce. He was using a real long bar, wasn't he? Probably to get leverage.
Yeah, and he was using every hole on that bedside, and then he actually went up from underneath too, because his was on the back end of it. So
talking about dents,
he could
drill the hole.
I had that bit ready to go. I was ready to just drill a big hole through the top.
Awesome. Well, I know you did. Was it at the Dream event, Brandon? You did a seminar on the large dent stuff, didn't you?
I did. Did a pre-recorded video. It was like condensed down to like 3.5 hours long.
I thought you did it live.
Silver cat.
And then I did a live one the morning of. But they wanted somebody to try to showcase from the beginning to the end, and not just a highlight video of it. I was like, well, I'll do it. It was an honor to do it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I bet that was some experience.
So it was another Kevin Bird special for you right there. Didn't he help get you in on that?
Yep.
What?
He's very good at persuading people, isn't he?
We need an episode with Kevin because he's just an enabler, calling everybody up. You're doing this. You're doing this. You're doing that.
Well, just be forewarned that if you get him on, he may go to the bathroom live with his microphone still on. So
they were on when we did that. It was all the.
Oh yeah, y'all were. It was the whole. Yeah.
There you go.
Kevin, are you pissing? No.
What's JoJo saying there? So then, Kiko open day. Are we drinking?
You're not allowed to drink at the Kiko events.
Dear. No,
drink on a night time.
There's the Kiko open day coming up soon, isn't there? Kiko UK, which I think a lot of people are heading down to. No, Joe, no one drinks at open days. We're very, very professional. Bull. End of story. Let's move on.
I call bullshit on that.
So we're gonna do those Dent guys live on the Saturday night, I think, from the hotel.
Oh, good though, yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I learned my lesson because I go down for a couple of days and I used to drink the night before and I really got really drunk once. And on the open day, I was just walking around going.
I remember that. I remember that.
I was a walking zombie, so I don't drink the night before now. But I have a couple afterwards.
I actually quit drinking about 5 months ago, so MTE was different this year because I was like, I remember all my conversations. Felt great the whole time. Like, this is weird.
Sorry, Andy, what did you just say, mate?
I said I quit drinking like 5 months ago.
Quit drinking. Anyway.
Turns out
Andy's quit being a dent tech.
I'm proud of Andy. He did phenomenal at MTE, and then of course before that at Matt Moore's meetup we had when he had just quit drinking. So I
get to work a lot for free and just like I'm good. So,
but what's good about like when we went to MTE? I mean, people come up and offer you a drink or whatever. You say, no thanks. I quit. They're like they don't try to pressure you into it and stuff like that. They're like, okay, great, But no,
I get Red Bulls. I'm like, what's the most expensive non-alcoholic thing I can get? Let me get a Red Bull. Make you pay something for this shit.
I don't know. Well, so just keeping on the large dent stuff, you guys are clearly no strangers to taking on horrendous stuff, the pair of you. I was having a bit of a I know me and Brandon have had a few back and forths while taking on some challenges, shall we say. I was over that green bonnet I just put out. I was really proud of myself, and I was like, hey, dude, check this out. And then he sent one back going, yeah, look at the bonnet I've just done, which we'll have a look at in just a second.
Not like that, though.
It was. I went in the corner and cried for a bit.
No.
No, I'm joking. No. Let's have a little look at one of Andy's that I saw on his Instagram, and it'll also tie into his social media, which I think is pretty cool. So let's check this out.
Cadillac Fleetwood, got the inside and the outside. Thinking about a Maserati, but I'd rather ride. AC blow like wind chill. Paint dripping like the rain on the windshield. Cream on the inside, clean on the outside. Cream on the inside, clean on the outside. Cream on the inside, clean on the outside. Ice cream, ice cream. 15's in my trunk, let my beat bang. Half a chicken on my neck, let my chain hang. 450 Edo Brock, make that swing. Chevy tuned up, banging hustle is my last name.
Sounds good on the headphones.
I wasn't even looking at the dent. That was.
I know. I'm listening to a chicken hanging around your neck and stuff.
TikTok, man, you gotta love it.
Chicken around your neck.
That was
That's
emotional.
how they do it in Tennessee.
That was an interesting dent. So a lady tripped, and that was her head print. Like she tripped, and her head went straight into that door. Yeah, she was okay, thank God. Before I tell this, but
it's funny, but not funny. See, Jeff is the same way. Half a chicken on the net. Yeah.
Talk us through it, man.
Hello,
How did you
Keno.
deal with that? How did you deal with that dent?
Obviously, you can tell a lot of it popped, of course, but then I had just quite a bit of crown work. I took it off, put it on my stand. I wish people would quit calling me, but put it on the hood stand. And just kinda, well, right now I do.
You got a shop to go to build up.
You're in the middle of a work day, man.
Is that John Vidine?
It's my ex-wife. Like, it's one I don't need. I'm good. But no, we took the door off. I don't know. That's a story for another day. Anyway, took the door off.
Has nothing to do with Andy.
No, yeah, I'm good. And I just did a lot of crown work and stuff. It came out pretty smooth. Like I said, obviously most of it popped. I used the Glexo. Love that shit. Like I got that on there and hammered a lot of it out. So,
Andy, is your new shop in the middle of the Indy 500 or something?
Yeah.
do what happened? I missed it.
It was another car going by. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, Glexo for the win. Glexo for the win.
All right, I probably want to move on to Brandon. I can't.
You what?
Uh-oh, I don't think you can hear us anymore.
My internet keeps going in and out now, of course.
Well, we can hear you, though.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
So
Andy
don't
sorts his
trust
stuff out
anybody.
then.
Touch the wall again. You need to touch the wall.
Andy's been having some big internet problems.
There it is.
Hey, you're back.
Yeah, kind of.
Look at that. 2022, and we've still got to hold on to the metal frame of a building to get any signal. Love it.
Well, it won't be
Put my
long, and
D-Snake
he'll have
on
all
it.
his Wi-Fi, so he'll be good.
Yeah, I've literally been in the shop like 2 days, so we haven't had time to. We've just been cleaning right now, so we ain't had time to do the internet or nothing like that.
Yeah, fair play to you. Fair play. But yeah, just saying what I was saying earlier about your social medias as well. I really like those short videos that you've got put together. They're clean as hell. How are you going about those?
My wife, I send her videos and she edits it and everything and just makes it happen. I'm like, perfect.
Huh.
And she
Fair
stays
enough.
on me. She's like, make sure you get videos today. Make sure you get pictures. You know, she stays on me about that. Like I said, she's got a good gift with all the editing and stuff. So
Yeah,
I just let her handle it. I'm blessed
That's the way
on
to do
that aspect. Yeah, yeah.
Play.
well, there we go. Happy days.
It's hard work taking pictures and videos. You need to be on it, don't you? Really?
Yeah.
I'm struggling at the moment.
Yeah, I must admit I've done very, very little for quite a while, which isn't a bad thing because if you haven't got time, it obviously means you're you're pushing, and the marketing must have been working to get to that level, I guess. So, yeah, it's one of those, isn't it?
And I think I think we all struggle with it at points. We'll get a good run of it. We're constantly doing it, and then you either get so busy that you're really not too busy to just do a quick video. Trying to video a repair is a different story, but I think and I'm bad with that too. Like probably all week this week, I don't even know if I've taken pictures or videoed the repairs.
Yeah,
I've
had quite a few just recently, especially off the back of that green bonnet one, where I've landed jobs because people have seen it, and they've sort of come in and gone, "Oh, you're going to do a before and after video, or create some content out of this." Wanting to be on, it's like, probably not going to have time, and you see them looking a little bit disappointed that you're not going to do something with their vehicle, and it's like,
I've had that a few times as well.
Yeah, Kevin only takes after pictures.
Well, why not?
and then
Perfect.
I only take before pictures.
So that was a bit of a wreck from Andy, but I remember as well, going back to what we were just saying before, this is what Brandon sent me on a given day, and yeah, this is just a whole can of note.
Which one is it?
Insane.
All right, so just to clarify, that was a wholesale job, so there was no point in even trying to get it perfect. So that's why you still see ripples in the after.
Yeah, I think that's what everyone was thinking, mate. Oh God, I can see a flicker.
Yeah, I mean that's how I am. But no, it was a wholesale. See, I quit doing wholesale, and that
Yeah, but see, it's different over there, mate, because these guys get some decent money for doing it, not like us.
well, the only reason I took this one on was that was my very first customer and account that I had when I opened my business. And the only time they call me is on some bigger stuff like that. They could not find a hood. They normally would replace that hood with parts being as scarce as they are right now. They couldn't. So I told them, I said, look, if you let me have it for a week, then I'll work on it in between stuff.
See what you can do.
And I waited to the last day to even start working on it.
He called me. He's like, I still ain't start on this damn hood. I'm like, oh God, like, you might want to get on that.
Was it steel or
it was steel.
Aluminum?
Yeah, it was steel. That's one of the things that kind of helped it. But I've actually got a video my wife took. I started with Glexo. I just wanted to just aggressively go through it and see what I could get out of it first. And a good bit of it came up to where I could actually see those body lines a little bit better. That were just totally destroyed. And then I went to gluing and pushing and a lot of crown work.
How many swear words were they? Did you say a lot of them?
No. I just put my headset in or my earbuds in, and I just, what I listen to on stuff like that. You may laugh at me.
Spice Girls.
If you want to be my lover.
I only do that on small dents. No, I listen to Yo-Yo Ma.
Ooh.
So cello and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yo-Yo Ma, look them up.
I'm going to go and find it on Spotify and save it now, mate. And I'm going to see if I can do a whole day at the workshop listening to it tomorrow.
Relaxing.
It's classical music, and man, it just dials me in. Look, I don't listen to it anywhere else. I don't listen to anybody else, but
your pussy's unbeaten though. He's banging away.
Man, you're right. I did find out that I do have, apparently, in my family, we have Indian in us on my mom's side, and it came back as we're part of Pocahontas. So, my rhythm of the knockdown is like the drum, so it's
there you go.
I'm waiting on my paperwork so I can change my status from white to Indian so I can try to get some stuff from the government.
You gotta go out west, man.
No, that was a fun dent, man. I love big dents, as you know, Ben.
Yeah, I've seen you do a few, mate, and it's thoroughly depressing, if I'm honest with you. But let's just say it's inspiring.
No, that green hood you did was freaking awesome.
It doesn't matter. It's nowhere near what you just done there, is it?
No, it's better than what I just did.
Do you know what?
Pull the roof job up.
It's going back to the show we had with D3 a couple of weeks back, and those guys had a good question: is like, who inspires you, what inspires you? And I think it is good to see, whether it's like Andy's done with some slick social media and the Savage Den, or some of the stuff you're doing as well. It is inspiring, and it's also very, very scary.
So, you get, and I know you see it in different Facebook pages and stuff like that, of dent techs, and the main question people put out there is how much would you do for, how much would you charge for this dent?
Yep.
And if you like the few pictures or videos I put up, the big ones, the main question is, well, how long did it take you? Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how long it takes you to do that dent.
Yep.
You that's on you. That's on you to do the repair, the quality. I'm not a fast guy. I'm a finesse worker. So sometimes I can fly through a big dent. Sometimes I I get so scatterbrained, I have to walk away and then come back and just work on it. So trying to put a time limit on something and people asking that right there kind of gets under my skin.
It always cracks me up quite a lot. In fact, I had a little bit of a back and forth with someone in that big Dent group about that job of mine, and it was literally that. It was like, how much did you charge for that? And I'm like, that's the wrong question. It's like, what value did I bring to the customer? But if you do want to talk financials, well, here's what I charged, and I lost quite a bit of money doing it. However, on my day rate, if you want to call it that, however, you've got to look at, let's say your YouTube's monetized. How much revenue is it going to bring in a video?
Exactly.
Let's say it brought in X amount of value of work as a result of posting that. You know, I could have landed $1,000's worth of work off the back of it in future work. What it might do for you within the industry. So it's not just what have you earned at the end of that day. It's let's look at what it's doing for everything.
Exactly.
Big picture. That's
exactly.
Big picture. A lot of people don't. They got the pinpoint on all about money, and that's not where it's at. I agree too.
Yeah.
Well, and then you got and I don't mean to get off on the subject, but then you have the ones who complain because they have customers come in, and when they turn down a job, the customer's like, well, I saw it on YouTube, that can be done. And then they get mad at us who actually post highlight reels on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, when that's out there for my customers, for my potential, that's showing as an industry whole what can be done with paintless dent repair.
Okay, exactly the same.
That's where we all should be, you know, moving this industry forward like that instead of, you know, well, just because he did this, you know, I don't like drama. I hate that crap.
Yeah, and it shows it can be done. So I'm not gonna let anybody punk me out and like they do something, I'm turning it down. Like, let me go ahead and get a hold of it. Like,
however,
I can't handle that shit.
On the flip side of that, and I get this quite a lot of my workshop, is I'll get jobs in because they've seen it being done on YouTube. I've seen this guy up in Hull do stuff like that, so you must be able to do it. Would you like a signed autograph?
Look, I love both of y'all's video repairs and stuff like that. And, you know,
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
you're both bringing a lot to the industry, and we appreciate that.
We'll try, I think, between you know, everybody that's doing anything like that, and you know, and it's funny that
we're all putting the effort in, and we're all, you know, pumping it out there, aren't we? And it's a good thing for the industry.
And there's so many guys that are absolutely phenomenal techs that don't do the content, and you just think, well, if they did do the content, how much would it level everything up then as well? You know, it's not just who you see doing this on TV or whatever, you know.
Right.
But
on the telly.
On telly.
I like it too because most of you, I mean, everybody, like we was talking to Bryce Kelly on our show, and you guys, or everybody that's doing the big smasher, most of them's humble. Like, I like seeing the, you know, humility with it too. That's real cool. You don't have
I think, like Brandon's just said, though, when you're taking on stuff like that, you're not necessarily doing it for the paycheck, or for you're kind of doing it to see what's possible and what you can, you know, what can bring back to the industry. Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
Well, you know, not every there's no identical dent, especially on a big dent. I say there's no identical dent. Dent Olympics are all identical, but but there's no identical dent. So, like in the Dream event, the pre-recorded one that I did, the repair there, I tried to get it across to it. It didn't matter if you're new tech or an older tech. When it comes to bigger dents, bigger smashes, take them on, especially if you have wholesale accounts and stuff like that. That's where you learn how to do it. And it doesn't matter if you fail. If you fail, don't charge for it, you know, whatever. But then
you learn the lesson.
Take that lesson that you just learned and apply it on the next one that you do. Eventually, you're going to get into a role of being able to, and like Bryce Kelly said, like his videos that he puts out there, that's highlight reels. He doesn't show all the failures that he does, just like us.
I was listening to that show, and it was really nice to hear that. And it's true as well, because I think we all fail on dents. When it's those big ones that fail that will help you fix the smaller ones faster or cleaner, or
if you learn from it, don't you?
Yeah, if you only fixed a dent this size, but then you messed up a dent this size, it's probably got you to fixing a dent this size.
Right. But like Martin just said, if you learn from it.
Yeah.
And you have the ones who just get complacent and think that that's good enough, and then they just continue on with that same quality. They never strive to get better. But
Yeah,
the majority of us, we do, and I love
I
how
like it, Kevin.
Yeah. Like Kev
Very
says,
good,
fail is the first attempt in learning. Bang on the money.
Definitely.
James Bernard said, "I've learned I suck."
I learned I suck.
James, you're doing phenomenal, buddy, and I'm proud
You
of
are.
you.
James, I think he gets frustrated a lot, but James, the greatest thing about him, he's not giving up, and he keeps pushing every day, and he's getting better. He's hard on himself, better, more than what he needs to be. He's doing good. He's going to be there.
That's what it's about. That's what it's all it's about.
That's it. Keep pushing.
Here's a question for you. Going on the whole social media front, and we did a bit of a series on the different social medias, but we didn't cover one that you guys are exploring somewhat. What is the script with TikTok?
TikTok,
finicky thing.
It's basically for the younger generation. So, trying to jump on the bandwagon of doing TikTok, Facebook now is for the pretty much the old folks. But the younger generation, it's Snapchat, which you can't do because it deletes it. So TikTok is where it's at, and they get into it more because they're just constantly scrolling through. So like several have said, Jack Bucknell, Corey Nichols, do short videos, little 15-second. That's going to keep that customer or that person's attention more than doing a minute-long one.
Everybody's attention span is getting like this, and TikTok's a max of 3 minutes. So, you're sitting there scrolling, so you can still sneak some content in there really quick while somebody's scrolling.
Yes.
And you can have fun with it. Like, a lot of the trending stuff's real fun. So I enjoy just doing some dumb shit on there or whatever and having, fun with it. So,
why not?
Yeah, right.
Have you seen any kind of impact or comeback from it in terms of business? Would you say, have you landed any jobs through it, or has it helped build you as a company in your area? Or
I haven't.
Yeah.
We haven't. I know Jack Bucknell. Jack's really big on it. Dave-O's big on it. Corey, like them guys are actually, constantly putting content. And I plan on to when I get the shop going. Like I've been working out of a body shop, so it's hard to get a lot of content. So once I get this rolling, I want to be more adamant about it. But those guys are seeing, if not, getting calls per se, maybe their TikTok's ranking better on Google. It's ranking on the first page of Google because it's getting a lot of traffic.
Put it this way. So talking with Corey Nichols the other day, and he may not want me to say this, but he's on it every day. I mean, it's just constantly, and he's really one. It gets you more, where you're more personable with potential customers. Even when you land a customer, even if it's not on there, if they saw you on there, when they meet you face to face, feel like they already know you. Exactly. He actually got a call from somebody in my state, another dent guy who started following him, or a potential dent guy, asking him if he trains because he's following him on TikTok.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that should motivate you that the more you just got to be consistent with it. Me and him are not consistent with it, and we both need to be just, but it's a great tool. And once you're consistent with it, you will eventually see growth from it for your business.
Yeah. Once you learn how to use it and you get a rhythm with making your quick videos and how you want to structure it, then it is gonna just grow.
I mean, I suppose you can do it in as much as if you're creating reels for Instagram or whatever, you can then chuck the same thing on TikTok or on your stories or whatever. So I think it probably freaks a lot of people out because they go, oh, it's another social media I've got to figure out this, that, and the other. But essentially, if you've created that one thing for one, you can just splash it across them all, and it's another bit of exposure that will just SEO and help build your business.
Definitely. And you can eventually get monetized off of it too. Sorry. Michael Hadrago made this ain't TikTok, it's Facebook Reels. He made like $3,000 off Facebook Reels.
Really?
So, yeah. So there's monetizing.
Let me start videoing this real quick.
Hey, I've made $28 off Facebook Reels. I'm rich.
Yeah. That's interesting. So how do you do Facebook Reels then? Is that similar to TikTok, or is it something completely different?
It's the same kind of format, the 1 to 3 minute videos or whatever. and it's you put music to it and stuff, just like TikTok. And then you got to go into your business account and like actually change it to where you can get monetized for it, and you can start making money off of it with how many views you get. So,
do you have to have X amount of followers or this, that, and the other to monetize, or can you just do that from the get-go?
You can do it. You should be able to do it from the get-go, as far as I know. Like I've had, I don't know, I think I'm at like 1,000 followers maybe. So it's hard to say. Now TikTok, I know you can only go live if you have 1,000 followers. So I'm still trying to work on that. I think I'm up to like 600. That's a hard one. Like I said, I don't do TikTok as much.
Nice.
So.
We need to get on this, don't we?
I am actually on TikTok, mate, but
I already got about 15 subscribers or whatever you call them. I feel old now.
But again, if you've created that one bit of content, why not chuck it as many places as you can? Yeah,
exactly.
It's going to be a little bit time consuming, I suppose. But if you get in the habit of it, then says us who's not posted anything for God knows how long. I know, let's quit doing the podcast. We'll have time for it.
Yeah, Brandon, didn't you say on your live the other day on your business page to do it all on one editing thing? So if you do it on video, is it Video Leap or something?
That's what somebody. Or was it you
someone
that
said that?
Or
no, I don't think it was me. No, if you.
It was Jack. I think it was Jack.
Use Video Leap to edit.
Yeah,
and you can use it on all different platforms, can't you?
Because he said that if you do TikTok and you share it on your Facebook and Instagram, like directly like that, they don't like that. But using Video Leap, it'll put it across there.
They basically don't want the. They don't want the TikTok watermark on the Facebook Reels and stuff. So if you do it directly through Facebook Reels, it ranks better or whatever, I guess you could say.
Gotcha.
I talked to Jack.
I didn't even know about Facebook Reels until he just said something. So
I know it's interesting. Is that one? Have a look at that.
I'm gonna go out here and start dancing in a minute.
You guys need to get
on.
You need to get Jack on. Jack, God, that dude is a genius with all the social media and stuff. He's got it figured out. So I just hide in the shadow and be like, hey, what do you do here? What do you do here? Oh, thanks.
Can you just do this for me?
Yeah, that's what it's about, isn't it? It's good that we can all reach out and everyone help each other out to build all this stuff. I mean, like I say, we've all just sat here and learned something new tonight.
We have, haven't we?
Still not going to do it, but
right. I know it can be done.
Well, that's it. Knowing's half the battle, as they say.
Right. See, like Graham says, each one of them have some sort of Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, TikTok. Yeah. It's all the short video clips.
I think they are starting to pull them in on Google as well now. So, how like if you search dent removal in your area or whatever, and you can click on images or videos or whatnot, it will actually pull them into there. So it's nice. Probably worthwhile having, even just have some content pulled in there. So yeah.
And you can even put 1 minute videos on Google My Business page. If you want the picture, you can put a minute video up, I think.
And I've been uploading my before and after videos that I've been doing more of instead of that's what I've been uploading lately. I try to just put one a day on there.
Yeah. And, if you do those, though, you can only have it in the square frame, can't you? So be conscious of that while you're filming, that everything is going to be in that 1x1 square frame. So it's like I do those one shots, which is like the before, the after picture with the arrow through it or whatever. Yeah. I've done those specifically for Google, but it's the same with the video. It's got to be the same ratio to fit on there. So obviously, if you're filming stuff with things outside in widescreen or whatever, it's going to get cut off. So.
Well, and with that, it's kind of like you always want to, like, if you're going to do video or picture, don't take it with your phone this way before and then that way after.
Yeah.
Make sure you're always the same angle, the same, everything's the same. Dang, Andy, is that your stomach, buddy?
No. Wild hogs going down the road.
Wild hogs.
But you don't even like as far as content too. It don't even have to be before and afters and all that. Just do some random stuff. Like it don't. Yeah. I mean, as long as you're consistent with it. I've seen some dumbass TikToks have a lot of likes and views and everything like that. So it don't even have to be like before and afters.
Well, it's like anything with business. When you post something about your business, the views that you get, say on Facebook, is hardly anything. You
Yeah.
post something about somebody picking a booger out of their nose, it'll get 10 million damn views, because it's the little goofy things that people really want to see. So, like,
apparently there's a Harley run here or something today. I don't know what's going on. Like, Jesus Christ.
hey, it won't be long when you get done with that shop and you start doing motorcycle tanks. They'll just pull in there.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
I forgot where I was going on the other thing.
You were talking about buggers in noses, so just for our English viewers, that's snot.
It's a
snot.
bogey.
What I was going to say is like Jack Bucknell and Corey Nichols, they'll do short ones of just a 15-second. Good grief.
I shut the door, don't have internet, so I don't know what to do.
It'll just be something like them reaching for a tool or something. Just that's it. It's not actually fixing the dent. So, anyway.
But you are right though. Things do SEO completely different. Just it's the simple things. Very very simple. It's surprising. It's a shame because we're trying to show our businesses and what we can do and what's possible. Hey, look, it's a cat. Oh. Apparently, you're not allowed to put dents in cats and fix them. So, dear. Awesome. But like with you guys, then where can we find you guys? I've got them on the bottom there. Is that right? We're searching Dapper Dent Repair for Andy and Eagle Dent Repair for you, Brandon.
Correct.
That's
I
us.
haven't got what social medias though. Which social medias are you all on?
I think everything.
Mm-hmm.
So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, probably Snapchat. I don't know.
LinkedIn.
My wife probably takes care of that. LinkedIn.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Well worth going and following these guys though, because they've got some great content and some great ideas for different types of content as well. I know you've got quite a few.
Start picking your brains, I think, later on.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just get it from Jack and I'll give it to you guys. So we'll just keep passing it. Kevin Bird said MySpace. I didn't even one word, Kevin.
I think anybody who had MySpace somewhere, it's still out there.
Is it still out there? I don't know. Is that still a thing?
I think it is.
What's actually even MySpace? What's that?
You don't remember? Oh yeah, you're too young, aren't you?
MySpace was like Facebook before Facebook, and then it just got very music orientated. It was just kind of bands advertising to bands, and that's the way it went, wasn't it? It was cool for about a year, I think, and then that was that. God, I'm showing my age now. Jesus.
I'll tell you guys too on social media. I keep telling Brandon to do this. He ain't done it. There's an app called Socialmonials that will allow you to post to every platform except for TikTok. I don't have TikTok, but it's got Google My Business, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all that. You throw one post, and when you get somebody post in there, it'll start resharing them. Sometimes I get more likes and stuff off my reshare. What is that? Posting or whatever.
Socialmonials.
Socialmonials.
Let me go and find it so I can post it for everyone.
And if you want to really learn how to use it fast and the best way, go to Jack Bucknell. He's got courses on it.
Really?
He's got it really dialed in.
He's got it really dialed in, and you can do that. So
that's been handy because I hate posting on social media, but I can go in there and make like 3 posts in the morning in 15 minutes, and I'm ready to roll. And it's on all my accounts. So
Do you
probably quicker than that.
Do you plan them as well throughout the day or throughout the week? Do you put them on like a schedule or something like that?
You can. I just put mine to requeue or whatever, but you can put them. You can schedule them on your calendar certain days if you want. So it's however you want to do it. It's got all kinds of ways to use it. It's pretty handy. I've tried to find it. And it's like, so it's on AppSumo. If you go into AppSumo and just look for Socialmonials, I think it's a one-time fee of like $60 or something like that.
Right.
So you don't even, it's not even a subscription. Like you buy it one time and you're done.
I can't find that right now. I'll have a look for it, and we'll probably put it up on there. We'll put it up on page tomorrow or something if we find it.
I would send it to you, but I'm using my phone internet right now, and who knows how shitty that'll go. So
just screenshot it for me later and send it, and we'll post it for everyone, because that sounds like it could be a hell of a lifesaver for a lot of us who don't have too much time to be doing all this kind of stuff now. So
definitely
happy days. So. What have you guys got coming up with Ginger Bros in the future? Out and out, or just carry on?
we've got I still don't know how to pronounce his last
Carl
name.
Navu.
Carl Novu.
You guys remember the cousin Clay that Randy Hobson had cousin Clay out for a while, had the Bubba teeth, and I think him and Robert Castillo did the Dental Olympics together with
overalls on, and
yeah.
I'm in South Alabama. He's in North Alabama. So
really good
y'all, for all of y'all over there, that's the state I live in.
Oh, y'all where?
I'm on the beaches down here, and he's up there in the woods.
Nice.
But no, we'll have him on
like slingshots and stuff. So we got some really cool stuff to talk to him about.
I'm trying not to say anything wrong here. I'm just giving my shit.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, we laughed about it. It's all good.
We're not cousins, so don't worry about
it.
We're hoping to get
ding, 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 ding.
Chris Howell on from Anson, the FVD, the van driver. We're hoping to get him on soon. We don't know if that'll be week after next or not, but we're still working some things out. So.
It's cool. Everybody should go and check out the Ginger Bros podcast because it is nice hearing all these different stories from people and the backstories and everything outside of DENTS, just to get a break from DENTS for 5 minutes.
Right.
And we don't script anything. It's just like we're doing now.
Well, that sounds familiar.
Everything.
Yeah, I know. Martin's over there like writing down notes the whole time.
Our script writing is so good it makes it seem like a train wreck.
That's awesome.
Oh, goodness.
No, you guys show's awesome too. We appreciate the love.
Thank you very much. Dave Dixon's saying all our businesses benefit from you guys that take the time to put content out there. Cheers, Dave.
You're right, Dave.
Yeah, it's what I was saying earlier.
I'm trying to put more and more out there. So.
Yeah, it's good. It's just exposure for our industry, full stop. Because if someone's going to see it at some point, whether they live on the other side of the world or whatever it is, it will come up.
Well, and I encourage y'all to don't just video a repair of one that you can do 100%. Like a couple of the last ones I've done are like push to paint stuff. They have paint damage on them, but it's the point of trying to help somebody out to that one they don't want to take it to a body shop. They don't have the money to pay for that. Still make good money on it, but you're just basically getting wholesale quality out of it to help them out and make it look a lot better. Put that out there. That's not really it's not really a fail. But it's not the glassed out, polished, dent that we always see, and it's more of the regular stuff we do on a day-to-day basis.
Realistic. Some of the jobs
transparent with it.
Get it, best possible, don't you? Yeah.
I put a
blooper reel. Jack just did a blooper reel that was hilarious.
Did a what? Sorry.
Blooper reel, like he, where he's recording all the time. He just kind of took his outtakes and made a whole segue of that. It was pretty good. So just have fun with it.
Yeah, I got plenty of that.
Is Jack Suey Fall Dent Repair? Is that right?
Yeah,
Sioux Falls.
Sioux Fall. I don't get that wrong.
That's what we call pigs. That's how we call pigs.
Sure is a pretty mouth you got there, boy. Squeal like a pig for me.
But no, saying what you were saying there about putting ones out that aren't 100% glassed. I did a story a while back now, and it probably got more views than any I've ever put out there. But I also caught quite a bit of flack for it, showing dents popping. Basically, I had one in the workshop that was a perfect pop job. But the reason I showed it was to show the customers what was left after it popped. Because you see it on YouTube and it's like, oh yeah, the dent's gone. But then we zoomed in and showed, all the shockwave ripples that were still in it, the dents that's still in it, and it's like, and I know where to pull it, and it still looks like that afterwards. So it was just an educational point that dents don't pop and look right,
And I think that's great. We need more of that out there.
Yeah.
I wish every dent guy thought it was great.
Well, you're gonna have the haters. I don't care what you do. The haters are gonna be there, like miserable people that want to make other people miserable. It's just
And I'll tell you right now, those who complain about that crap right there are the ones who can't even fix that dent. So don't even worry about it.
Well, it's all about the education, isn't it? The more you can get out there, and I just treat it like, what do my customers want to know, or what do I think they should know about it as well? You know, answering their questions or showing them what it is we do. So,
well, if you listen, or like Andy, you read the book, The E-Myth, then you have to start thinking, when you get to the marketing part of it, you can't think like the business owner. You have to put your mindset, and you got to think like the customer.
Yeah.
So when you start thinking like the customer, that's when you start the marketing part of it. And that's how you were doing. You're thinking like the customer, but then, they think it just pops out, but then you turn around and you show, been lying.
Been lying. Liar.
That sounds like a country song.
I'll tell you about that story. That was it on the Big Dent group? It was on one of the groups that bonnet went on. And I think one of Graham's trade account managers saw it or something like that, and basically called me out on it. I was sat there trying to think of a reply to, I don't know, I was in that about to give him some grief back, or do I go professional? And then Graham jumped on there and was like, it's good.
That's awesome.
Speaking of that video you put out a while back with the roof.
Yeah, we don't talk about that anymore, mate.
Look, it's not necessarily just the repair part of it, but the way you did the whole video part of it. That's what made me
That's why we don't talk about it anymore, because I'm going to have another breakdown.
No, I love it. I love it.
Was it 6 months it took you to do that video?
Oh God, that was painful.
Yeah.
Right,
I think that was.
You done the voiceover yet? Nah.
I think that was the last bit of social media I put out. Actually, I quit after that.
So how much do you charge for it, and how long did it take you to do it? I'm just kidding.
I charge quite a lot. I'm not going to get very much very often.
Oh goodness.
But again, just education, isn't it? And just trying to show.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was trying to show, to be honest with you, because I just get so much crap jobs through.
I bet you do, yeah. Can you fix this? Well, I've seen it on your video, and you could do that one.
The worst one is, why can't you fix this dent this size?
That's it, but you can do these big dents.
Yeah.
You get all.
I get it all the time. They pull up to the shop here, and I'll see it coming in. My camera will go off, and I look outside, and I'm like,
shut us down.
The whole bedside's gone on this truck. I mean, like a beer can and ripped open. Like, what? You see paintless dent repair. It's all over my website. Everything
they don't
else.
Get it.
No, they see dent repair. That's all they see.
Yeah.
Educating our markets and customers is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And I'm sitting there looking like, will they ever be educated? Like, as much, we all put content out and all this, and it's still just clicking. I don't know what to do.
Well, that's why we do it, isn't it? We blast it out there so that we can educate the people, because they just think they can, you just fill and paint it, but you don't. There's obviously PDR out there, and then we want to direct them into us, don't we? That's why we do it.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, maybe that's some good content to be created, when we see these dents that can't be done, or for whatever reason, is to get the before or get some video content of it and just put a quick thing out of, there's a reason this can't be done. And then when you get all the Facebook inquiries of this inquiries, you can just send them that video back instead of having to. It can't be done because A, B, C, D, and E.
That's a great idea.
Just link in the video and go.
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing that.
A good explanation. And I'm okay with, people with damage I can't repair coming to me first. Like, I like to be the first line of defense between a body shop, because I got great body shops I can recommend them to. So I'd rather be that first line. Let me make that decision for you and go that route.
Exactly.
So yesterday I had, I'm very big. If there's any kind of paint issues, okay, and just say this door. This guy drove up in a 2003 Audi TT. He just bought it. The door panels. He's about to restore this thing. So, you okay there, Martin? Got somebody behind you?
Why, can you hear something?
Well, that and you going, oh. Yes,
probably
ma'am.
Andy's
Yes, ma'am.
It's probably Andy's shutter or something, isn't it?
So anyway, the cost on this door was almost $2,000. You know, because I'm measuring each dent out, Mobile Tech RX, plus having to take door off, everything else. I told the guy, I said, man, honestly, this is a 2003. You may be able to find a used door somewhere, repaint it, stuff like that for a lot cheaper than this.
Yeah.
And I went ahead and did the full estimate on it. He called me earlier, scheduled the job.
Nice.
Today, scheduled it today. Is $1,800, almost $1,900 for this one door.
We'll be waiting for the before and afters on that one then, buddy.
Nothing is stretched. It's just the size of each little dent.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and he's going. He called me because he's going to get the door panels redone. He's like, do I go before you work on it since you've got to take it off? I said, Mo, if you can come to me, because I know if they redo it, even though I'm just taking the door panel off, if they didn't glue it right in the spot, then I get blamed for it. And so he switched it around and he paid the deposit. He's got it scheduled on the board in here.
Nice.
And,
perfect.
Yeah.
Just another example of education, though, isn't it? And taking the time instead of just giving it grief because it's not necessarily for you, or you think it's out of the realms of whatever. You know, you take the time to have the conversation with the customer, and like you're saying, Andy, even if you can't do it because it's just wrecked, if you can take the time to advise on the body shop or what they should be looking out for, or this, that, and the other, they'll remember you for next time.
Yeah,
you know.
Actually, and speaking of that, I got a customer's dropping off here in a little while. It's a Ford Edge. A tree limb fell on it. The fender's jacked. It's gone, but I'm going to save it. But she went to a body shop before me, got a cheaper estimate. But I sat there and took the time, and we talked about it. She didn't know. They've never filed an insurance claim, so we talked about comprehensive and all that. She's calling me back. It's like, hey, I want to schedule with you because you took the time to explain some stuff to me.
Yeah,
let's do it.
No, it does work, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the Porsche Macan that just came up right before I jumped on here with y'all. I was telling you about.
Yep.
It's got dents all around it, but the two worst ones are both quarter panels. Well, the driver quarter has paint damage right against the door edge right there. It's just a little bit. And I told her, I said, look, I can get all this out, but all I can do is touch up that edge. I said, and before I do an estimate, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be more than your deductible for your insurance. So if you want to go the insurance route, then I would suggest you go to a body shop, because then they can fix the paint and everything else. And that's just my preference. Yeah. And so I went ahead and did a full estimate. Every panel, it come out to just under $6,600 on this whole vehicle. And then I told her, I said, look, now you don't have to do all this at once. You can do each panel at a different time if you want to, if you're going to go through me. I said, but she went ahead and said, where do I get, where can I get touch-up paint at and all that? So she said, I think I'm going to go ahead and get you to do both quarter panels, which that was the bulk of that was still $5,000 or whatever for both of them.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm like, I'm sitting there like, are you kidding me? Like, seriously, I didn't want to show it on my face, but I'm like, really?
You have your poker face on for that one.
That's MTE next year paid for.
She hadn't booked it yet. She probably won't book it. I mean, seriously, but it's just crazy, man. But I took the time, explained. I said, look, this is how I am with customers. I'm going to push you towards the body shop first. If there's paint damage and you're thinking about going through insurance. Now if I did body work here, it'd be different. I'd do the whole thing. But anyway, so
I was trying to look at it like and I've said this quite a lot recently to a lot of customers. I always treat it like, if this was my car, here's what I'd probably do. You look at cost versus result versus time or whatever it is. If it's a job you don't want or you think it might not be right for the customer, if it was my vehicle, here's what I'd probably be doing. But we can help you, but here's what I'll be doing.
That's exactly how I do it.
And it instills, you can see it almost click on a customer's face and go, huh, or whatever happens, I'm either going to remember you, or I'm definitely going to use you, or whatever it is. It's just, I think it builds a lot of trust.
Yeah, and you may not get that job right then, but you're going to get them back down the road, and it comes back. I mean, just like that guy yesterday, and then he called today, and it shocked me. I've had one. It was an older white Ford truck about a month ago. I did before and after the bedside on it had big scratches down it. I told him, I said, look, you can go to the body shop. It's going to be $2,500, $3,000 for them to replace that bedside, because that's what they're going to do. And he went down there, got an estimate, came straight back here, pulled up in front of my gate, and said, you were right. It's going to be right at that amount of money. And he said, how much to make it look better? I said, I can get 75-80% of it out. I said, I'll do it for $1,000. And I said, if you bring touch up, I'll touch up those scratches right there. He came and picked it up. He didn't complain once about the dent repair. You know, he complained because I didn't go around the rest of the daggum truck with the touch-up paint. I said, look, I didn't charge you for touching it up.
That's it,
just, if you brought the paint, I'd do it for free.
That area. Not all of the car.
Not the entire vehicle.
You didn't detail it either? I need a ceramic coat.
No. I get that. You know, if you say you'll polish a scratch out when you're doing the dent repair, and you give it back to someone and say, well, you could have polished a full car. I'm like, I've only got a little polisher and one battery, and it's flat.
Say, I'm not a detailer.
I'm not either.
You don't want swirl marks like that on what I'm about to give you.
That's another thing I say as well. You don't want me to put swell marks on your car. No.
I'm not a professional at that.
When you do help your customers out, you know, and pass them on to the body shop.
I mean, are we down to Harrier jump jets now? So you've got a whole squadron of fighters going over.
When I pass customers onto the body shops and stuff, I always give them a card and I say, if you ever get confused about anything that the body shops is saying to you, you're welcome to give me a call back and we can try and discuss it. And sometimes they come back and you end up getting a job that way as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just offering any further or future advice if you need anything else or whatever. Yeah, just being a point of contact and knowledge, really, I suppose. Happy days. I'll tell you what, folks, we are fastly approaching, what are we on? An hour and 15 minutes. Jeez, good chat.
It flew by.
Yes, it always does, doesn't it?
It does.
Once again, folks, what do we search for to get your podcast? Do we just search Ginger Bros, or have you got a longer tag, or what is it?
Just Ginger Bros Dent Show, pretty much.
Yeah.
If you look up Ginger Bros, you can do it on Apple Podcast, Podbean too. You'll see that logo right there.
Yeah, you can't miss
that's what you're going to look for, is our beautiful faces. And when you see our beautiful faces, you know you can hear our lovely voices.
Oh, look at that. We just went into movie trailer territory there.
In a world. In a world full of dents. Yes.
You're as bad as him.
We were 2 seasons in.
There's got to be one, right, Martin? There's always got to be one.
He does some crazy voices.
We were 2 seasons in before Martin realised it was me that did the intro to the show. I think I did it coming into the show one time, and he's like, "Did you do that?" I was like, "Well, I don't tend to know many army generals or anything, you know."
Well, it's like yesterday. I had everything set up for the StreamYard, and I uploaded my intro for the show. And I'm like, you know what? we've got the outro part, but I haven't done a voiceover on it. And so I'm sitting there, and I'm trying to do the voice recorder on my computer. And I'm sitting, and the next thing I know, Andy pops up, and I'm like,
yeah.
And he come on when I screwed up, so I'm like, thanks for watching. I'm like, I start doing stuff like that.
Oh, is that when you was pulling that face?
I was calling 911. Like, you guys, this dude's having a stroke.
I was like, man, I said, anyway, because he let himself in on StreamYard yesterday, and he hadn't been doing that. Usually I have to send him an invite, but he just let himself, like, opening the door on you, you know, just like,
we learn, we learn. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what Ben used to do. He used to sort it all out and let me in, and now I can do it on myself. Now I'm like, oh, hello.
Yeah, that's like I'm the
It's like-
comment guy. Like I'm usually one to click up the comments and stuff, and Brandon's like, I'm gonna do the comments night, and it still have it. Like we just click it on the same one and it just go
Yeah,
off and on.
we
It
do
was
that.
a nightmare.
It is hard. There's a lot of buttons to be pushing, and the amount of times we screw the intro up and all that. It is what it is.
Yep.
Not to worry. Well, I think. Well, I don't know about anyone else. I fancy a beer, so I reckon we get off and go and do the after show party.
Heck yeah.
I'm not drinking beer tonight.
I got a water.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
Well, hey, we appreciate y'all
Sorry.
getting us on here.
Yes,
We
thank
had
you
a lot
guys
of
so
fun.
much.
So
Been
Yeah,
looking
we
forward
had fun
to
when
it
you
for a
guys were on
while,
our
so-
show, and this is
so-
equally as fun. Like it's a blast.
Yeah, no, it's great to come on your guys' show. I know it was like early in the morning for us, but you guys have given up some of your working days, so we really appreciate that. That's super
Wouldn't
cool of
miss it
you
for the
guys.
world.
I'd give it up for this right here. I love this.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah,
man.
definitely.
Appreciate that.
Heck yeah.
Cool. Well, guys, you all know what to do. Go and give these guys a follow on their respective dent pages. So Eagle Dent Repair and Dapper Dent Repair. Yeah. And
Dapper
show.
Dents.
definitely go follow Ginger Bros because they have some cool chats with some very, very cool techs. What else do we need to do? Oh, yeah, we need to sign the show off, don't we, with where people can follow us, I suppose. So,
Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Search Those Dink Guys.
those dink guys.
Yeah,
And
that's it.
streamers on.
Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Lipsyn, iHeartRadio. Search Those Dink Guys.
And emailing us on if you ever want to email us, which no one
If
ever
you
does.
ever want to email us, which no one ever does, it's those Dink Guys with a Z at gmail.com.
That's right. Perfect. Happy days. Well, that's another episode in the bag, isn't it? So,
Isn't it?
The best episode you've had. So everybody, y'all start downloading it and listen.
There you go.
there you go.
Exactly.
Benchmark stuff. Right, folks. I suppose we'll be back in a couple of weeks, maybe. Dunno.
Only the best podcasts come on here.
Wow. On that bombshell. I guess we'll see you
That
all
was
in
a
a
nice
couple of
thing I
weeks.
said.
Oh, no, it is. It's always a
See you
nice
guys.
thing.
Bye, everybody.
Yeehaw!
Thanks for
Yeah.
joining us, folks.
Joke.
I love it.
See you later, motherfuckers.
Oh, wow. We just went off the rails. Cool. That was another
Alright,
episode of these
Like
Dank
John
Guys.
Vidine.
And we will see you guys in a couple of weeks' time for another episode, which we haven't yet figured out. So stay tuned, and we'll let you all know who's coming on. Awesome.
Peace.
Take care, guys. Thanks for tuning in.